Good morning, fam. It's the modern day caveman. Well, yeah, yesterday was a day, man. So I'm gonna start this off by saying probation sucks. It sucks big time, man. So I went to work yesterday. Love my job. I love my job, man. I went to work yesterday and I'm sitting there and I get this text from my PO. And she says she sent me this information about how to report to take a drug test. I'm like, all right, I ain't really tripping because, you know, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't get high. One thing I do is eat. I like to eat. Oh, by the way, that lasagna that my cousin made, yeah, that stuff was good. I just ate some more. I brought a half of it home. Like I tried, they wanted me to take all of it, but I didn't want to be greedy. I was greedy enough, so I didn't want to be any more greedier than I already was. But anyways, so my PO, she tells me that I gotta call this place every day to see if I'm on a random drug test. And then if I am on a random drug test, I gotta make it there when they tell me to make it there. And I'm not tripping about, you know, the drug test. I mean, I understand that, man. It's just the inconvenience of having to call every day. Like I gotta call every day, and it's like, and I gotta call after 7. Like it's like I gotta call after 7 in the evening every day to see if I gotta take a P test every day. It's like, what? I think she said the only day you don't have to call is Saturday. And I was like, this is retarded, man. It don't make no sense. I mean, but it's you know, I'm on probation or parole or supervised release, whatever you call it, for 5 years. So I asked her, I said, well, I got to do this for the whole 5 years? And she was like, no. She said, I just got to, you know, you'll be through the system pretty quick because they got to get, I think she said they got to get 2 or 3 negative tests before they just like, okay, you're good, right? But, and I was like, that's crazy, you know. But I mean, what can I say? I'm on supervision, and I am an ex-felon, you know. So I just, you know, it's all right, it's good. I can't really trip about it. I'm not really tripping about it, man. It's just an inconvenience, man. But it's all good. It's all good, you know. It's part of, you know, re-entry. So I got to take the good with the bad. So it's yeah. So I'm moving forward. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna do it. She told me to start calling tonight, so I got to call tonight and see when, if ever, I got to take a drug test. And I got to drive all the way to Canton, Ohio to do it. Like, they don't even have a local thing that I could do it. I got to go all the way to Canton, Ohio. It's just, man. Since your tax dollars at work. Okay, mine too now. So yeah, I filled out, man. Oh my God, dude, I had to fill out the tax forms and stuff for employment yesterday. Like, I've been working, but I really hadn't filled out the payroll paperwork, man. So yesterday, I filled out the payroll paperwork, man, and I tell you, like, dude, it's so much. I didn't realize it was so much paperwork. Your Social Security, I know you know your Social Security number after you do all that, because you have to fill out, and I didn't remember it being so. Like, I've had a few jobs when I was working, but you know, I'm thinking about before I went to prison, the couple jobs that I had, they were really simple to get. Like, you just fill out an application and they give you a job. You know, I've never filed income taxes. You know, I've never done it. I've never done, like, filed for a tax return, right? That's what it's called, a tax return. And so it was weird. It was weird, but I got through it. So I'm now technically, I'm employed now. I'm like technically, I got all the paperwork done. I'm doing direct deposit. They said that was good, and that was another thing. They said that coming out of prison, there's a guy named Carlos Christensen, and he wrote a book, and I read the book, and it was talking about how to prepare for society, for reentry and how to establish oneself. So he said you should get direct deposit your paychecks into your bank account. So I don't get paid. I ain't got paid yet. I get paid Friday, so it'll be my first check. I don't know how much it's going to be. I worked a full week. I got 40 hours, so we're going to see. Okay. Oh yeah. So yesterday, part of my responsibilities is taking the clients to and from store, and we got a company vehicle that'll drive. It's like a Chevy Equinox, I think it's what it's called. It's like a SUV. Hey man, I was like nervous. Like the first thing that happened was he was like, "Here, take the keys." I was like, "Okay." So he gives me the keys, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm like, where's the key? How do you get the key out?" And he was like, "No, it's not a key. It is." I said, "So how do I start the car?" And he was like, "Oh, you just get in the car, push on the brake, and push the button." And I was like, "What?" So I was like, okay, this is gonna be an experience, because I've been wondering, I haven't been inside of a vehicle yet, like, and driving and operating a vehicle that had like all of the technology in it. So it was crazy, man. It was like sitting in a spaceship. Like, it was just all these buttons and all, everything, and it was dark too. So at night, all these things are lit up, and I was like, what is all of this? Like, it's just crazy. I couldn't even, like, the air conditioner was blasted, and I was like, how do you turn this thing down? Like, I couldn't even figure out. I was like, it was a lot of buttons, right? It was a lot of, I guess it was what you call bells and whistles, and I was like, gee whiz, this is crazy. Like, what happened to the steering wheel, and the like the key and the little air conditioning buttons and stuff. So I thought that my car was confusing. This is a 2007. This one was like a 2019 or something. I was like, dude, this was crazy. So but I got to drive around, man, and we went to Walmart. So I love going to Walmart. I love Walmart. So I'm getting better at it now. Like, I'm cool now, because I'm adapting to being in society. So it's really been good. It's really been good. I'm adjusting. I'm adapting. So I'm doing everyday things now, and it's like weird. So, but one of the things, like, so I got back from the spot, and some of the guys are eating Dairy Queen, and I'm like, Dairy Queen, dude, peanut butter parfait, I want one. They was like, well, I was like, well, how do I get the Dairy Queen? And I was like, no, never mind, GPS. I was like, yeah. They was like, it's right up the street. I was like, no, that's okay, I got it. GPS. I love GPS. There's no reason to get lost, man. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to Dairy Queen. So I go over, I pull up, I get my peanut butter parfait, man. And so we go back. I get my coworker James, man. I get him what do you want? A Heath Blizzard, right? I get him a Heath Blizzard. I like it's called the Banana Split Blizzard. I like them too, man. But the peanut butter parfait ain't nothing like a peanut butter parfait, man. If you ain't never had a peanut butter parfait, get one. I promise you, it's not going to be disappointing. They even make it with, like, I get mine with vanilla ice cream. They got another one with chocolate ice cream, but I like vanilla ice cream. So yeah, I ate that, and everybody was like, dang, what is that? You know what I'm saying? I was like, a peanut butter parfait. And they was like, dude, that looks good. And I was like, it is. And I was smashing. So yeah, that was my day yesterday, and it was all right. It was all right. I ain't got no complaints. Just my PO, man. It ain't her. It's the system doing this random drug test, man. Like, why can't you just say, hey, you've been chosen for a random drug test, come in tomorrow, or something like that? But I guess they're just trying to, I don't know. If you're not doing anything, it's an inconvenience. But if you are, I can see why they're doing it. So I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at this. It's just, it's irritating. It's just an inconvenience. But it's okay. It's okay. That's part of the price I have to pay for committing crime, right? Well, today I'm going to go and I'm going to get a P.O. box because I can't give my address out. My mom was like, no, you can't give your address out. No. So I'm going to go get a P.O. box. Yeah. So with that being said, God loves you. So do I. Peace. One love.